First and foremost, I would just love to know how you got involved in acting and the craft.
Okay. If I may,
Yes.
this is my book, Exercising My Demons, and it will tell you exactly the answer to your question. It starts out and talks about dreams, and if you have dreams, that you should never drop them. My sister wrote a book, and she said, if you drop a dream, it breaks. So it's really about following your dreams, because when I was little, and I kind of came, there was Twiggy and people like that in between, but before that was Jane Mansfield, and Bridget Bardot, and Jane Russell, women with big tits. And there I was, this little kid, kind of androgynous, kind of flat-chested with buck teeth, and I want to be an actress. Everybody looked at me and said, "You're right, sure." So it's about your dreams, and it's about negativity, and don't listen to the negativity. But anyway, after that, then it gets biographical, and it's written by, it's all in my book, and as Dan Loubier put it, I had very funny things happen to me when I wanted to be an actress, very sad things, and I had a Me Too incident, except it wasn't Me Too then, but someone got me all the way out to Michigan to do summer stock. And I told everybody in New York, I'm going to do summer stock. I'm going to be in this play and that play and everything else. And I was so excited. And the minute I got there, he just wanted to, excuse the expression, fuck me. And he started trying to unbutton my blouse and rustle my hair. And then half the theater company, he backed up to get a drink, and he almost put his eye out. And he started screaming. So half the theater company came into the room, saw me all messed up and tousled, and so they didn't talk to me after that. It was very sad, and then I got fired because I wouldn't do what he wanted. And I didn't know what to do going back to New York. What was I going to tell everybody, because I just bragged about it. But I looked down at my hand, and I had my equity card. I was a professional actress, so it went on like that. And there are other sad stories, a lot of funny stories. I went to see Peter Pan when I was 7. And thank you. No, it's not that cold. I thought that if I jumped on the stage, I could be one of the lost boys, right? And then I thought, what if I miss the stage? And then I'm in trouble. So that's what the book is about. And then after that, anything you wanted to know about The Exorcist is in here. But a lot of funny stuff. I mean, you haven't lived until you read how Billy freaking directed the masturbation scene. He kept going like that. And I kept thinking, no, it's got to go like that, So, but next, I'm a good interview. You ask a question, I'm gone.
And this is for sale at your table, yes?
Yes, it is.
What were some of the challenges? I apologize if this is in the book already because I haven't read it.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some of the challenges in playing the Zuzu?
It's a good question because we only shot it one day.
Really, all that in
It was
one
the
day?
very last day of the shoot that went on for 4.5 months, believe it or not, from pre-production to post-production. And the best line in that movie was, "Who do you have to fuck to get off this movie?" So, it was great. I didn't quite know how Pazuzu came about, but Bloody Disgusting just did a whole article on shots you've never seen, makeup shots you've never seen, and it's on Bloody Disgusting. And they actually show the makeup test with the Pazuzu mask and my other screen test. It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, you're a stunt double," or "You're a double." It's funny. It sounds like double. But I actually did a screen test for it after 2 improvisations, 2 casting things. I did a screen test, and they brought out a cross that was this big, and that big, and I played both parts. Mommy, help me. Yes, now, you big. So it went on like that, and so on. But so the only really other challenge was when we did the vomiting scene, you couldn't eat. Yeah. And I used to smoke, God forbid, and so you couldn't smoke, but you couldn't talk. So that was a problem with me. So that was challenging. Also, I realized when I took the makeup off, the one that I looked like Reagan, not Susan, and they were all little prosthetics, and I went to the movies, and they ate popcorn with salt in it. And that hurt. So, but the challenge of, like I said, Susan was just a half a day.
Yeah. How did you develop the voice? Were you given instructions, or did you just create that in your own?
I created it on my own. I don't even think Billy was in the room. Mm-hmm. I don't think he was on set.
What was it? Do you remember your reaction when you first saw yourself made up as Pazuzu?
No.
It was a long time ago. It was 50 years ago. I'm sorry, I don't. But the other part of that question is because the movie was supposed to keep the ending, and they could, it's ending here, it's ending here, it's ending here. We used to take bets on birthdays that people had and stuff like that. But I booked a commercial, and then they told me I had to come in and work. And the commercial people said, if you don't show up, we're going to report you to the Screen Actors Guild. And the exorcist said, if you don't show up, we're going to. So I'm going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't know where my agents were. They thought the thing was a joke, I think. But anyway, to make a long story longer, the whole crew knew. I said, if I get out to you in the afternoon, will that be okay? And the commercial people said, yeah. So the crew knew what was going on, and they didn't particularly like Billy Freeman. So they really lollygagged, setting up shots and stuff like that, but they knew what was going on with me. So we actually did 6 different shots in the morning, and just bang, 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 just got it off. Threw me in makeup, took off the makeup, threw me in a limo, got me out to New Jersey, so I actually did both. Wow. And the commercial ran a long time, so that was really nice. It worked out that way. Can you imagine if I just done the commercial and didn't shoot Pazuzu?
Right.
Oh my God, I mean, that's my life. That's the icon. Warner Brothers uses that shot, as you probably know, all the time. And it's on the record album, and it's not only on the cover, it's on the thing itself.
Yes.
Linda's not on it. Haha.
It's such an iconic image, honestly, that.
Yeah, I think it's the icon of the entire film. How do you guys feel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Linda, unfortunately, they have the worst picture on the 4K.
Yeah.
I also have on my table, and it's amazing. If you guys want to see what they did with that film, the color, you can see the blood coming out of the girl's face that did the spider walk. You can see the blood coming out of her mouth. They just did a great job. If you're interested in getting that, I also have that on my table. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial, and if you do that, we will put it.
For only $25.95.
Yeah, just today, to the next 2 hours.
Well, basically, right? Had you read the novel? Were you familiar with the source material?
Yeah, this is what happened. And again, it's all in my book. I did a play, and called Ontological Proof of My Existence by a woman named Joyce Garros. And a couple agents came to see the show. Agents don't come to see shows anymore. But at that time, my nephew and his kids just walked out. How bizarre. Oh well. That they came to see the show, and they called me the next day, and they said, "You want to audition for this horror thing?" And I said, "Sure." So they gave me the book to read. I took it home. I didn't know how to play a demon. I mean, who knows? So I went to the library and I got pictures of wild animals. Came home, pulled my shade down. I don't know why the hell, but I pulled my shade down with some candles and did like the lions. Close. So that's what I did. I did an improv, and again, I played both characters. And then it was funny because she said, "That's great, but we want you to be smaller." Smaller? I was so small. But in the back of magazines, they had like these wetsuits. I don't know if they still have it, but you would perspire, right, and lose all this weight. So I didn't have time to get a wetsuit, so I wrapped myself up in saran wrap and rode my bicycle through Central Park. I don't know if it worked or not, but it must have been a sight. So I did the 2 improvs.
That works temporarily to get small fast.
So, if that answers your question, are there any other questions?
Any audience questions? Yes.
William Friedkin passed away recently. Would you?
Was Friedkin right?
William Friedkin passed away recently.
Yes, he did. And
Would you talk on your feelings of working with him?
what was it like working with him?
Yeah.
Next question. He was kind of tough to work with. And most of you guys know it's not he wasn't an actor's director. And he didn't really trust actors. So that's why when the gun, you all heard about shooting off the gun.
Oh, wow.
And that's the scene where they first see Reagan looking like the demon. And that's when the gun went off. So the first time they all came in, which was Kitty Wynn, Ellen Burstyn, and the doctor, they shot the gun off, and everybody, holy shit, And the second time it was like that. Third time it was, what the fuck is that? And they also brought in some rotten meat because he wanted to bring up the smell of the demon, so the crew got sick. So I heard.
How did he know what a demon smells like? I'm dying to know.
Rotting skin. That sounds more like a zombie
Right.
than a demon. So,
Corpse.
and of course, slapping the priest, which we all heard about. Yeah. So he wasn't much of an actor's director. So he was technical. And I thought the best thing he did was to hire incredibly talented people to work with him. From Bill Blyden, of course, with the screenplay. Owen Rosman, the camera person, who was amazing, who would say that. One of the reasons the shot went so good, everything went so long, is because he reshot just about everything.
Wow.
And sometimes Owen would go, that's not going to work. You can't cut that together, and he'd shoot it anyway. So that's why we had bets if he was going to reshoot, like the Shaking Room. So it was okay. He got what he did. He had incredible editors, camera people, obviously Dick Smith, for makeup. A guy named Marcel, and I don't really remember his last name, but he created like the bed going up on the thing. So he had amazing people working with him.
What was your experiences like with Max and Jason?
What was my experience like with them? Oh, they were fabulous. Particularly Max. He was just one of the nicest people I've ever known. And what happened with him was that Billy Friedkin wanted him to be like a Southern Baptist, like minister, and God will rain upon you, whatever the Baptists do. And Max had no idea what a Southern Baptist was like. But he was very calm, very sweet, and they took a lot of romance away from him. Because he just had no idea what a Southern Baptist sounded like. And obviously what he did was amazing. I mean, I would lie in the bed, which, by the way, you know how cold it was. We were freezing in those nightgowns. There's a story in here about my big spiritual experience, and I can tell you now. But it had to do with being cold. But they all had wetsuits underneath their cassocks and stuff like that, so they were nice and warm. But Max would always, are you okay? Are you okay? So it was 5 degrees in that room. Oh my goodness. It was cold.
Did you get sick, like long term? No.
I don't believe in getting sick. What they did do, somebody decided that if you ate a lot, you wouldn't be so cold, like the crew and stuff like that. So they had a little stand outside the set with hot dogs and hamburgers and shit on it, and soup. So everybody just got fat. They were still cold, but they got fat. It was really quite an experience working on that. It just kept going. I was offered a Broadway show and didn't take it. Kitty Wynn was offered Glass Menagerie with Katharine Hepburn. That was really sad because they offered to do the rehearsal. They were shooting in London, and they offered to do the rehearsals in New York. And she was done. I mean, she was basically done. They took a lot of the spiritual out of that movie. There's the spiritual, the medical, and the possession. And they took a lot of what Kitty Wynn did out of there, but they still wouldn't let her do it. And they said they'd rehearse in New York and shoot it in London, and they still wouldn't let her do it. I don't know if that's why she gave up acting. It was tough. This is The Exorcist. And nothing happened, so it was all worth it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound negative at all. I mean, it was the experience for me of a lifetime. And I had done did my first film was called Teenage Gang Debs. And we fought with knives because we didn't have automatic weapons. And so I had worked before, and I did a PBS special and a couple soaps, but oh my God, this is a big studio film.
Yes.
So I was impressed from the first day we worked until the last. If you guys get any other feeling from that, and every day I swear I get down to my hands and knees, and, just say thank you universe, thank you whomever to have this happen for me.
The final product is definitely something that lives on. I mean, look at what it's done. And it's still terrifying people.
I guess they did their job.
That is a testament to what you all accomplished in this film. So,
How many of you guys saw Exorcist the Believer? What'd you think?
And the beginning was good, the ending not so much.
Yeah, like 20 minutes. Well, I was bored.
I heard that a lot, actually, though.
Kept waiting for something to happen, or find out what happened to the girls in the woods, or they had no demon in there.
No.
You know?
I was happy for Ellen Burstyn that she got a check.
Yeah, she
but-
looked so frail, though.
Yeah.
You know, and they really didn't give her anything to do.
No.
No, I mean, I thought it was a travesty. I really, I did.
did you get to meet Ellen on the set, or you just?
Ellen?
Yeah, or
Well,
were you
Ellen kept
somewhere?
very much to herself,
Yeah,
and she listened to tapes all the time.
like books
She was a
on
big actor studio person.
Mhm.
So, but I spent the most time with Linda when she was 12.
Yeah.
And I spent a little time with Jason. Yeah. A lot of times I came in, they put all that makeup on for 3 hours, and I went home. And they took the makeup off, we just didn't work. But that happens a lot on film sets, for sure. I always have a thing with actors, they go, I came in there at 6:30 in the morning, I didn't work until 5. So what are you gonna do? Be home doing something? They paid you, they get you for whatever, usually 8 hours, plus dinner.
Or a snack if you're lucky. So given this whole resurgence of The Exorcist recently, if you were approached to come back to any role in any new Exorcist project, would you consider it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I played my demon. I don't want,
What if they wanted you to play a different part?
oh, of course I would.
Yeah.
No, I would hope, my contention is the reason nothing works, like The Heretic, the prologue in the beginning. They don't have a script, and they say the curse of the exorcist. No one's written a script. And then I had this idea, they keep trying to do the same thing. Okay, 2 girls are possessed instead of 1. Don't even go into the prologue in the beginning. It's just awful. So my contention is, if you want to make another exorcist, do it from Pazuzu's point of view.
That's a great idea.
And then you get a Terrifier feeling or something like that.
Right.
With, poor Pazuzu keeps trying to inhabit people. It doesn't work, But what does Pazuzu really want? What does Pazuzu want possessing these people? What is, you know what I mean? He wants to go back to heaven, I'm one of those actors, I don't want to direct, and I don't want to write, I just want to act,
Yes.
It's just like, that's good enough. And I'm doing 2 films between now and Christmas.
That's amazing.
So it keeps on, indie films has been so amazing in our lives. And actually, I should talk about that now.
Please.
I made a movie called Night of the Caregiver, which is on Amazon Prime and of course Tubi. Everything's on Tubi.
I love Tubi.
Yeah.
If you put my name in there, but Night of the Caregiver I think it's a wonderful film. It's basically a 2-character film. And I play this really nice lady in the outskirts. You think she's really sweet. She serves cookies and tea. And then you find out maybe she's not so sweet. And there's evil in the house. The caregiver, she keeps hiring caregivers. And then there's some kind of evil, and then becomes a cat and mouse game. So I'd encourage all you people to see it. And if you like it, go on Facebook or something, #February. I want a spirit award.
Yay!
It's called Night of the Caregiver.
And you said there was another one, or?
And that's the one I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
There's another film called Of the Devil, which is a fun film. It's on TV, and that film kind of works too.
Check it out, guys.
I mean, I've just been so blessed. I've shot 16 indie films in the last couple of years. And,
Are they all in the horror genre?
yep.
Amazing.
There's a lot of money to be made in horror, but I don't know if they have a good one out.
Right.
I mean, if you guys think of any horror films besides Terrifier, which is just totally a thing of their own.
That was pretty indie anyway.
You know, and it's growing and growing. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger. It's just like, and they're so nice. David and Damien, they're just such great people.
Yeah.
So, besides that, are other films that you guys are crazy about?
Evil Dead Rise earlier this year
I have an indie film though.
over indie.
Yeah.
Birth Rebirth.
Yeah?
That was an amazing indie film. It's on Shudder now.
What is it?
It's called Birth Rebirth. It's kind of a Frankenstein kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
Shudder's kind of cool. They have an interview with me on it. You know?
I just did an indie film and it just came out. We had a theatrical premiere in September and I was pleasantly surprised. I had no expectations and I watched it and I'm like, that was not.
What is it called?
It's called Dr. Gift and it'll be available on streamers and on DVD after the holidays sometimes. And I went to the premiere and saw myself on the screen and I was like this and I'm like, that's not terrible. But the effects were spectacular, and it was really well done. And I was dreading it because I've seen a lot of really bad indie films, you know. But it was not terrible, guys. Please check it out. Danielle Harris is in it. She kills someone with a guitar. Spoiler alert! It's so rad.
Well, she's working a lot again.
Yes. Oh, that woman's never stopped. She's never slowed down.
Yeah. Except having 2 kids.
Even then, she filmed a movie when she was like out to here pregnant.
Is that right?
Yeah. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think it was the one, and she's literally barefoot and pregnant, and she looked like she was about ready to drop that baby. So even then, she didn't stop because she's a powerhouse, man. She's amazing.
Okay, let's go back to my table.
I do have my book.
Okay.
You know, if you guys want to come say hi, that would be nice. And that'd be that. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
No.